side, I'm going to film. I don't want to get in front of cameras. On the other side.
Disability Power 100. Give it up for our presenter tonight. An author, dancer, beauty influencer, and award-winning comedian. She's taken TikTok by storm, created a sensation in Paris, and tonight is our host for the Disability Power 100 2024. Please welcome to the stage, Fat Timbo.
Tonight? Guys, I know you can do better than that. How are we feeling tonight? Oh, that's better. And to everyone tuning in online, Zoom, YouTube, or wherever you're watching, welcome to the Shaw Trust Disability Power 100 2024. Shout out to our online host, Juliet Burton, who's holding it down virtually. For those of you who don't know who I am, I'm Fats Timbo, content creator, comedian, presenter, and basically a one-woman powerhouse. Oh yes, and I have daughters. Thank you. Thank you, that's right. Basically a one-woman powerhouse. And tonight is going to be very, very special and super exciting. That's just one part of who I am. I have dwarfism, but tonight isn't about me, or it's all about us. But tonight is all about the incredible change makers, the disabled change makers. We are going to celebrate them tonight. Now, if you know me, you know I love creating my own moments, whether I'm cracking jokes, sharing stories, or challenging how people see the world. So, being here tonight, celebrating achievements that often go unnoticed, is something I hold close to my heart. Recognition isn't just about clapping and saying, well done, mate. It's about showing the world what resilience, talent, and hard work looks like, and making sure that our efforts don't slip under the radar. Representation is everything. Growing up, I didn't see many people that looked like me in the spotlight, apart from the occasional fun-sized joke. But we're flipping the script. Events like the Disability Power 100 are a massive reminder that no matter the obstacles, greatness is possible. This list isn't just names on a page, it's a movement. It's saying we're here, we're thriving, and we're just getting started. So, shall I continue? Yes, absolutely. Because until representation isn't just a talking point, but a given, lists like these are essential. Now, enough about me. I could go on, but I'll say that for a future podcast. Let's get into tonight's incredible honorees. These are the people making waves, shaking things up, and shaping a future we can all be proud of. And those of you online, get involved in the conversation using the hashtag DP100, DisabilityPower100, and hashtag DemandTheChange. Let's get those trending. Trust me, I've seen less inspiring things go viral. But we'll kick things off properly, and I want to give a massive shout out to the sponsors backing this event and shining a spotlight on the achievements of disabled people across the UK. A big thank you to Accessibility Services, Channel 4, Google, Indeed, Living Made Easy, Lloyds Banking Group, Nationwide Building Society, Purple Goat, and Xerox. Round of applause for these legends. Without them, tonight wouldn't be possible, and I'd probably be in my PJs. Now, to get to know a bit more about Shaw Trust and why the disability power is so important, please give a warm welcome to Scott Miller.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Scott Miller, Chief Strategy and Risk Officer for Shaw Trust. I'm standing in tonight for our Chief Executive Officer, Chris Luck, who regrettably can't be with us, but he sends his apologies. It gives me great pleasure to welcome you all, our sponsors, our judges, our guests, our colleagues, and most importantly, our finalists. I know I speak for everyone at Shaw Trust when I say we're proud to play a part in recognising and celebrating your achievements, your impact, and your successes. At Shaw Trust, we strive to create equality of opportunity for everyone. We started more than 40 years ago as a small group of people and a bus taking disabled people to Swindon to work. We existed to support our local community, and as we've grown, so have grown our communities. But our sense of equity and social justice has remained the same. Now we aim to support anyone with a barrier to employment to reach good work, regardless of their life circumstances, and that is across much of the United Kingdom. Disability Power 100 was born out of London 2012, with an ambition of recognising exceptional disabled talent and showcasing a panoply of role models across multiple sectors. Tonight's event continues these goals and echoes the first Disability Power 100 as it takes place in the bright afterglow of a hugely successful Paralympic Games. A time when the dial of public perception moves still further from dated stereotypes to unadulterated enjoyment of unquestionable talent and prowess. Big events change public perceptions. They get people talking and engaging. But as we champion this success, we can't forget that for most disabled people living in Britain, the lived reality is they're almost twice as likely to be unemployed, and the TUC tells us if they're working, they're probably paid £4,300 a year less, facing a pay gap of 17.2% with their non-disabled colleagues. These are startling and uncomfortable insights. What that means is for every non-disabled person earning £1, their disabled counterpart earns less than 83 pence. Now, I can report that in Shaw Trust, every disabled employee earns £1.1 and 1 penny on average, compared with £1 for non-disabled co-workers. So that demonstrates progress. Whilst we're proud of that, we refuse to be complacent, though, and neither should anyone else who cares about equity. Poor work opportunities and unemployment affect people's health and the quality of their lives. It deprives people of income and social connection, and too often it is disabled job seekers whose needs are not being met. But for so many, adaptive changes can level that playing field. Having access to good quality employment advice, having information and funding when starting a business, having flexible working arrangements, or having hybrid working all make a huge difference. But most important of all is attitude, the ability to see beyond ingrained tropes, prejudices, and discrimination. And it's for these reasons we continue our ongoing work helping people into good and meaningful work and hosting Disability Power 100. We continue to be part of the inclusion revolution, and we insist in being at the vanguard of that. For us at Shaw Trust, inclusion is the golden thread through all of our work, and it is this equity and inclusion that should be the standard in all business. Good leadership demands good example. One day, Shaw Trust won't need to run the Disability Power 100 because true and full inclusion will be the norm. But until that day, we'll continue to champion the trailblazers, the experts, the change makers that make up Disability Power 100. I joined Shaw Trust after a long career in the armed forces, working with amazing people doing extraordinary things in the face of relentless challenge. In our finalists, I've seen the same qualities of determination, stoicism, fortitude, and courage, but in even more concentrated form. Aside from being embarrassed at my own underachievement by comparison, I'm immensely proud to be here to bask in the reflected glory of their truly exceptional achievements. Not only am I proud, I am inspired, and so should you be. Guests, please, if you're able, stand, raise your glasses to our incredible finalists. Our finalists. Thank you.
Thanks, Scott. That was brilliant. Now, the team will clear any plates, or I guess you guys are still eating, a lot of you guys, or if you'd like, just keep eating until it's gone. Just be my guest, eat it, enjoy. I want to take a moment to reflect on how far the Disability Power 100 has come. The event has grown from strength to strength. We've seen more disabled representation behind the scenes, stronger networking, and let's face it, even more fabulous outfits like nights like these. The nominations this year, phenomenal. The judges had their work cut out, and apparently it was tougher than deciding between Strictly or Bake Off on a Sunday night. Thank you to everyone who put a nomination through. Your help has showcased talent, innovation, and leadership that's making waves in the disabled community. And let's not forget our judges, who I bet had no idea this would be harder than the BAFTAs. Oh. So thank you to Chair of Judge Shani Dunda, Mike Adams, Jonathan Andrews, Joanne Austin, Elaine Boyd, Susan Ball, Atif Chowdhury, David Clark, Andrew Douglas, Lee Eldry, Maria Dunda, Ahmed Arun, Shireen Houston, Atif Iqbal, Tom Jameson, Julian John, Stefan Lebra, Justin Levine, Cameron Malik, Dr. Simon Stones, Tony Taylor, Natasha Trotman, Mark Webb, David Williamson, and Jacqueline Winstanley. Guys, I'm dyslexic, so that was so tough, but thank God I got through it. But yeah, thank you. Thank you, judges, for making those impossible decisions and helping us celebrate the best of the best. Now, let's get to the best bit of the evening, the part we've all been waiting for. It's time to announce and celebrate the incredible Disability Power 100. Here's how it's going to go down. We'll name everyone on this year's list, invite our category winners to the stage to say a few words. We're starting with organisations doing amazing work and our rising stars before we celebrate the 100 individuals chosen for the Disability Power 100 2024. So no faffing about, let's get straight into it. Our first award is for Best Campaign, and here to present it, please welcome Dom Hyams from Purple Goat to the stage.
Can I be the first one to say this lectern is absolutely amazing? I've always been like a pea behind a lectern, and this is incredible, so top job everyone. It is an absolute privilege to be here. Congratulations to absolutely everyone on the list. The Power 100 is doing wondrous things to amplify incredible talent, progressive campaigns, and inclusive businesses out there. It's now a world away from back in 2013 when I was the editor of the first ever list, and it's, can't even comprehend how much it's come along since then. At Purple Goat, we continue to try and drive the most creative, representative marketing campaigns in the world, and it's fantastic to be here to present the Best Campaign Award for you guys this evening. So without further ado, I'm pleased to announce, so the finalists, we have a highly commended, so a big round of applause, please, for Safer Toilets, Ewan's Guide. And then your very first winner of the best campaign is the adapted category, Airbnb.
Really was not expecting this and was not expecting to be the first category. So, yeah, just want to say thank you so much. I have worked at Airbnb for the last 7 years. I am incredibly proud of the work that we do to make travel more accessible. I think travel is something that everyone should be able to experience no matter what your accessibility needs. So hopefully we can keep raising the bar. Hopefully we can keep providing magical travel experiences for people. So thank you very much.
congratulations to Airbnb. And if you want to find out more about their work, make sure you connect with Susan during the evening or online. Next up is Change-Making Organisation category. And here to present this award is Chris Patno.
Inclusion is difficult for everyone, isn't it? So, hello, thank you. I'm delighted to be presenting this award. We all know some organizations that just get it right. They live their values, thank you. They live their values, purpose, and behaviors. They are inclusive, their colleagues are a community. Disabled people actively choose to support them, purchase from them, work from them, or commission them. Why? Because these are the organizations changing disabled people's lives for the better. And that is what we are here celebrating tonight. So, for the Change-Making Organization, the finalists are, we have two highly commended. The first is, and I'll give applause, so we're gonna give applause for each of them. Nickel Support. And Open Inclusion. And tonight, the winner is, I've always wanted to do that, Motion Spots. Motion Spots?
Malfunction, but I think we're here. We won't take up too much time because we've already spent a bit trying to get back in a wheelchair. But anyway, we're here. thank you, everybody, and particularly the judges. I think the biggest thank you we have is to our team, who live and breathe inclusion. We are very diverse in our team, and we like to think that we cater for every single inclusive category that one might think of in terms of the design we do. I'd also like to thank Ed, who day to day over the last 12 years has been a guiding light for our business. So well done to you.
Thank you. And thank you very much, Shaw Trust, for giving us this award, and thank you for James for being the inspiration over the last 12 years. It is amazingly humbling to be awarded change makers in our industry, although I have to say we are just beginning the change. You know, our buildings and spaces across the UK and across the world are not accessible and inclusive enough for people. So please, let's keep pushing everyone in this room and the wider world to make our environments more accessible and inclusive for everyone. Thank you.
Testing? Oh, hello. Congratulations to Motion Spot. Fantastic work. Moving on, we have the Best Employer category. These awards celebrate organisations that truly understand the value of flexibility, inclusion, and creating opportunities. It's about recognising those with policies and cultures that make their disabled employees feel genuinely valued, because that's what true leadership looks like. To present this award, please welcome Gavin Lowry from Good Workplaces.
Tonight, guys. Right, thank you. These next two categories are new to the Disability Power 100. We all know how important employers are, making up, usually half of the transaction around getting someone into work, and they're important in making a difference to people's lives. The finalists in our Best Employer categories have shown their commitment to creating inclusive and supportive workplaces where people feel valued and respected. They've worked on accessibility, made sure adjustments are met, and fostered a sense of belonging for their colleagues. So, let's start with the large employers, more than 250 employees. The highly recommended organisations tonight are Amy Limited, and Atlas Hotels. But the winner is, drum roll, Leonardo Hotels UK and Ireland.
Good evening. Thank you very much, everybody. Thank you very much to the Shaw Trust. And I'd like to particularly say thank you to Anne and Yasmin from Shaw Trust, who support us in the work that we do. I'd also like to pay tribute to our team. We truly do build an inclusive workplace. And like other people have said, it really is the start of our journey. But I'd particularly like to pay tribute to those with disabilities that work in our organisation that make it a wonderful place to be. Thank you.
Congratulations to Leonardo Hotels. Now on to the small employer category, and because I'm greedy, I get 2 awards. We had lots of entries from some incredible organisations. Many were disability owned and led, and the finalists this year are, for the highly commended category, Cryptic CIC, and Happy Smiles Training, but I'm pleased to announce, and the reason I've been studiously avoiding her all night, the winner is Patchwork Hub.
Genuinely, I know everybody says I have prepared absolutely nothing because I did not think of me in this position. Thank you so much to Shaw Trust, to the judges. Every day at Patchwork Hub, I am just blown away by the weight of talent in the disabled community, and just looking around the room tonight and the list, it's just such an honour to be alongside such incredible change makers. I'm just very excited for where we're at with Patchwork Hub and what's to come. This is just the beginning for us. So thank you, and thank you to our team who just have kept me going during some tough periods. So thank you, and yes, I'm so shocked. I don't know what to say. Congratulations to the whole team at Patchwork Hub. Brilliant work all round. Now, let's turn our attention to the Clare Gray Rising Star category. Last year, we lost Clare Gray, who sadly passed away just before this event. Clare was one of the founding forces behind the Disability Power 100. She wasn't just involved, she was integral. She was a powerhouse, a mentor, and an advocate whose presence made a difference to everyone she met. We honour Clare in many ways, but this category is particularly meaningful as it celebrates those at the start of their advocacy journeys. People already making an impact and driving change. This year, we also sadly lost an incredible change maker Ewan MacDonald. Like Claire, Ewan was part of the Disability Power 100 since the very beginning and was celebrated almost every year. His contributions to our community will not be forgotten. To present the Clare Gray Rising Star Award, we are honoured to welcome Antonia Lee Bapty, Chief Exec of Ewan's Guide, to the stage.
Hi, good evening. I'm honoured to share a few words about Ewan MacDonald, our co-founder, colleague and friend, who lost his 21-year... If I keep... Oh, there we go. Ewan was an adventurer, a passionate sports fan, whiskey drinker, gig goer, and loved spending time with his family and friends. After being diagnosed with motor neuron disease at the age of 29, Ewan turned the challenges he faced into opportunities to make a difference for others. In 2006, with his father Donald, he founded the Ewan MacDonald Centre for LND Research in conjunction with the University of Edinburgh. The Ewan MacDonald Centre is now an internationally recognised network of over 200 scientists. After Ewan realised he was going to lose his voice, he founded the Voice Bank, now called Speak Unique, a pioneering service providing personalised synthetic voices to help individuals maintain independence and dignity. And then, in 2013, came Ewan's Guide, a simple idea based on personal experience. Ewan and his sister Kiki discovered how the lack of disabled access information made everyday experiences stressful. They had the idea to create a website where disabled people, families, friends and carers could share their own experiences about disabled access. We're often compared to a TripAdvisor for disabled access. So fast forward 11 years, and Ewan's Guide is a thriving, independent, award-winning charity that helps hundreds of thousands of disabled people and the people they spend time with each year. Ewan's Guide is here to make life easier, more fun, safer, and less stressful for disabled people everywhere, and we're committed to helping many millions more. Ewan believed in making the world more accessible, one review at a time. And if he was here, he would encourage you to join him by sharing your own experiences of disabled access, wherever you live, work, visit, or study. Whilst we're heartbroken at Ewan's loss, we are determined to continue his legacy, making the world a better place. Ewan was passionate about supporting and nurturing talent, which is why it's such a privilege to present the Clare Gray Award for Rising Star tonight. Let's celebrate the future change makers who are paving the way for an accessible and inclusive world. The finalists of the Clare Gray Rising Star Award, highly commended, Pravjof Jill, Robert McKenna and George Tappenden. And the winner is Fraser Simmons.
Fraser's feeling a little bit shy and doesn't want to say anything. So obviously I'm really proud of my son, and I just wanted to say thank you to everyone in this room that influences not just Fraser, but myself as well as an ally. And I hope in years to come that Fraser will not need me or want me to come up here, because all of you are changing the future for him, and we are very grateful for that. So thank you very much.
Well done, Fraser Simmons, a very worthy winner. That wraps up the first section of tonight's award. Take a moment to soak it all in, refresh those glasses, and get ready for what's coming next. It's going to be amazing. Juliet, how's everyone doing online?
Oh, it's been so much fun over here, Pat. It's been incredible. We've got people chatting all the way from Edinburgh, we've got Oakley, we've got people in North East Scotland, we've got Sheffield, Manchester, Hertfordshire, and around the corner, to quote them, in Hampstead as well, so that's lovely. We've got some lovely shortlistees as well. They're available online as well. They've all been chatting away. Loads of congratulations to some of the winners as well. Lots and lots of lovely people are giving great tributes to both Claire and to Fraser as well. And we also have some wonderful people who are loving your dress. So many people are saying, Victoria says it looks ace, Pravjohn says that they want it. Where can they get it?
I'll get them the details later.
And there's also been a lot of love for some of the guide dogs as well. So we've been chatting all about the amazing guide dogs online as well, and some of the dogs are joining us as well on the live stream. So yeah, and having a great time. It'd be lovely to chat with you later on. And if anyone is interested, my name is Juliet Burton. I'm a comedian, writer, activist, and my disability is mental illness and neurodivergence.
That sounds amazing. It sounds like they're having a cracking time, just as much as we are. And just like us, obviously. And speaking of treats, not only do you have dessert coming up, but we've also got something extra special for you guys. Please welcome to the stage, singer and musician, Kelly Batchett. Kelly, she's coming soon. Kelly has worked with the likes of Self-Esteem and Joe Bancho, and is a fierce ambassador for greater access for disabled artists in music venues and across the industry. So let's give her a very warm welcome and a big round of applause to the stage, Kelly Batchett!
I want to thank the Shaw Trust for having me tonight. It's been a really great evening. And I've had 3 glasses of wine, so that's nice. So this song is called Baby, and thank you for having me.
Next to you, I'm learning to live life through my own head. I think that you should too. Baby, I'm so upset you're not letting me down like you used to when we first met. Honey, I'm so upset you're not letting me down like you used to when we first. My mind don't belong to another, but it don't belong to you. This manifesto love undercover that I just can't put you through. Baby, I'm so upset you never let me down like you used to when we first met. Honey, I'm so
Now, we're moving into the main event of the evening, the moment you've all been waiting for. It's time to find out who the role models, trailblazers, and change makers are on the Disability Power 100 list for 2024. This year's list is something truly special, selected from over 786 public nominations, with 609 individuals longlisted and 367 shortlisted. We are finally ready to reveal the final names. Here's how it's going to work. We'll show you photos of everyone in each category on the big screen whilst announcing their names. Then we'll invite our presenters to the stage to announce the third place, second place, and finally the winner in each category. Winners, get ready to share a few words and strike a pose for the moment. So let's kick things off with our first category, business and finance. Our award is sponsored by Indeed. And to help us celebrate, please welcome to the stage As to India. As to India to the stage. But first, let's take a moment to celebrate the 10 incredible individuals listed this year in the business and finance category.
Featuring in this year's Business and Finance category are Maddie Alexander Gout, Robbie Crow, Dr. Gregory Burke, Natalie Hiller ACA, Cornel Hriska Munn, Naomi Johnson, Sarah Kedge, Praveen Koluguri, Lizzie Smith, Beth Wooler.
A very strong field. I'm glad I wasn't a judge. The business and finance category recognizes people working in organizations who are championing and challenging internal and external processes to be more inclusive. This category highlights diversity leads at all levels working as entrepreneurs, employees, and managers, from sole traders to multinational corporations. What brings them together is their passion to put disability inclusivity at the heart of their organization. So I'm going to say just a few words about Indeed. We have one of the big challenges to help 30 million job seekers facing barriers finding a job by 2030. And our mission today, I just wanted to share that with you, because job seekers with a disability represent a huge portion of the UK, European, and global labor markets. In many countries, the UK included, the disability employment gap remains too high. An inability to access good work isn't just a tragedy at individual level, it's also a story of missed opportunity among UK employers and opportunity to tap a talent pool with unrivaled potential. So, into the winners now. A very strong field again. In third place is Cornel Hriska Munn. In second place is Maddie Alexander Grout. And the winner is Robbie Crow.
Robbie's disability inclusion journey began when he discovered the social model and he started advocating for disability inclusion across society. Robbie's been involved in initiatives including working with disabled graduates in the NHS, access to work stakeholders in Scotland, and leading the rollout of Positive Action Employment Programme with BBC Extend.
captured this once. I don't do, I really wasn't expecting this. The work that I do, it is important. At the moment, there aren't enough disabled people in employment. That is a simple fact. And the work that I do, if it helps one more disabled person into the workplace, that's all that I can ask for. But we need to make that change. One more person in the workplace who's disabled is fantastic. But the disability employment gap shouldn't exist. It shouldn't be something that we're facing. So anything that we can do to try and take that out is phenomenal. I'm surrounded by the best team at the BBC, and I'm extremely lucky because not one of them ever goes, why do we need to do this? Not one of them. They all believe in it so much, and that makes my job a lot easier. None of this would have been possible if I hadn't found out about the social model of disability. It literally changed my life overnight when I found about it, and I realised that I wasn't the problem, it was society. And there's one man that changed all that. It was John Spears from GCIL, and just thank you to him. Thank you to my wife, and if I can grow up in a world where my 14-month-old daughter thinks that being disabled isn't a barrier, then my job's done. So thank you, everyone.
Congratulations, Robbie. Well done, you smashed it. Now, on to our next category, cross-section advocate. This award is all about celebrating those who work across industries to drive change and champion inclusion. Our sponsor for this category is Lloyds Banking Group, and here to present the award is the Director of Diversity, Equality and Inclusion, Rachel Osi-Koya.
Thank you. This category was one of the hugely popular categories, and the judges worked hard to narrow down the list of finalists. The cross-sector advocate category recognises everyone's disability journey and experience is different and diverse, but informs all aspects of a person's life and identity. This award celebrates people who don't fit into one category, individuals who are known beyond their sector, the all-rounders, the entrepreneurs, and the exceptional leaders and challengers. We're delighted to be sponsoring this award. The awards are closely aligned to our diversity, equity and inclusion strategy at Lloyds, and specifically our role in helping to shape an economy and a society that is more inclusive. It's vital that we recognise and celebrate the ambitions and achievements of people with disabilities, challenging stigma and bias and helping inspire others. So, the cross-sector advocate in third place is Rachel Parker. In second place, Simon Minty. And the winner is Lee Keogh.
Lee is a dedicated leader and advocate who's supported local businesses to improve their accessibility and disabled customer experience. Lee believes in the power of collaboration and continuous learning, encouraging others to leverage their skills and passions to make meaningful contributions.
But something that I am really passionate about is getting the businesses involved in this. Because, unlike the government want us to think, disabled people are not benefit scroungers. They do not want to sit on their arse doing nothing. The businesses have a responsibility to put everyone who wants to work into work. So I'm delighted to have won this, and I'm just really overwhelmed. Thank you.
A huge thank you to Lee and Rachel from Lloyds for celebrating this incredible achievement. And a huge congratulations to our winner. Amazing work. Now, moving on to our next category, education and research, where we celebrate those shaping minds, breaking barriers, and leading the way in knowledge and innovation. This award is proudly sponsored by Xerox, and here to present it is Darren Cassidy.
This was another incredibly tough category with so many incredible educators and researchers working to create a more inclusive learning environment. How we learn and what we learn is a huge factor in who we become. And this category celebrates academics and educational professionals exploring how learning opens up new pathways, those sharing their research and knowledge to increase diversity and society's understanding of their specialist fields and/or disability. At Xerox, we share this belief in transformational power of education and research. It's been at the foundation of our innovation for decades. Our tools and our services empower organisations to unlock data, drive groundbreaking research, and push boundaries in many sectors. But innovation isn't just about technology, it's about making a meaningful impact, and boy, have we seen some of that already tonight. That's why we proudly support the Disability Power 100 and the Shaw Trust. This year's educational research nominees embody the same commitment, advancing knowledge, empowerment, communities, and driving real change. As pioneers of the first ever ERG Employee Resource Group at Xerox, we're celebrating 60 years of that anniversary this year. We're very proud of our fast-growing Enable All ERG. Enable All is dedicated to supporting people with disabilities. It reflects our commitment to inclusion and shaping how we work, ensuring our products and services are accessible to all. The Xerox innovation, inclusion and impact always go hand in hand. And we know this is a race that we're in that has no finish line. So on to the awards. In third place, we have Chella Quint. In second place is the Associate Professor William E. Donalds. And the winner, I've always wanted to do that pause before the winner. And the winner is Nick Palfreman.
Nick is an academic working with deaf communities in the Global South and the UK. He researches sign languages that are not well documented and the experiences and attitudes of deaf communities which are often marginalised. He's always keen to transfer knowledge, skills and power to his colleagues, and his colleagues in Indonesia are now running most of the current research project themselves.
and I'm wearing a jacket, a blue jacket. I use British Sign Language and I have an interpreter here. I work with the deaf community around the world. The Global South, Indonesia, India, the Caribbean, Jamaica, Trinidad, Tobago, all sorts of different countries. But those people that I work with, they work much harder than me. And they're recognized much less. So I'm receiving this award, but really it's for them. It's for their hard work. I want to say thank you to my school at my University of Central Lancashire for nominating me. I'd also want to thank my husband and my father and my mentor, Ulrika Zeshan, from my university. Also, this is an opportunity to let you know that I cannot do my job without access to work. Maybe some of you have access to work and it's important for you all here. And I also want to say that it needs to improve. At the moment, we are waiting 6 months for renewals, and that is not good enough. So I think that needs to change. And I want to encourage people who are in the room to use your power and influence to try and persuade people at the top, to try and change access to work so that we can continue doing our jobs. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Congratulations, Nick Powell-Freeman. Incredible work. I think we can all agree that education shapes our lives. And we can all remember that one teacher who made a difference. So, hats off to Nick. Now, we're moving on to the Grassroots Community Advocate category, which is proudly sponsored by Nationwide's Building Society. This award recognises those making a tangible impact at the community level, creating a real change where it's most needed. And tonight, I'm thrilled to share that in addition to the 10 fantastic individuals we recognise in this category, we also have a special person we would like to honour for their lifetime's work and achievement. The Disability Power 100 is all about celebrating the impact, influence and innovation of the past year. But every now and then, we receive a nomination for someone whose entire life has been dedicated to making a difference. Tonight, we're taking a moment to honour the incredible Jill Allen King. Now in her 80s, Jill has been campaigning for over 50 years. Talk about dedication. Her journey began with a fight for better access for support animals after being refused entry to a public library with her guide dog, Topsy. But Jill didn't stop there. She went on to push for textured paving to help blind and partially sighted people when they approach a road crossing. And in 1982, the first textured pathing was installed outside the Houses of Commons. Today, we'll find her legacy on the streets of the UK. Unfortunately, Jill can't be with us tonight, but I'm pretty sure she's watching online. So, let's give a massive round of applause for Jill and her lifetime of community advocacy. Jill, thank you for everything that you've done. Now, let's turn our attention to the 2024 Grassroots Community Advocate category. To present this award, please welcome Steve Evenden from Nationwide's Building Society.
Featuring a list. Featuring in this year's Grassroots Community Advocate category are David Burrows, Dr. Tanvir Bush, Siu Susanna Chen, Chloe Hammond, Dan Harris, Beth Molan, DHB Aons PLY, Jamie Shields, Paul Stevenson, Amy Thompson, and Nick Wilson.
I'm thrilled that Nationwide is sponsoring this category. Some of the most important changes start with one person making a difference in their local community, seeing the need and responding to it. This category is for anyone who's challenging the disability status quo in their local community or advocating for their specialist sector. This category brings together two things that are central to our values and purpose: the importance of community, whether that's physical presence or a virtual sense of belonging, and of course, disability inclusion. One of my great passions is running, and I've seen firsthand the power of sport as a vehicle to build inclusion. Promoting exercise in our local communities through activities such as Park Run or through our local community organisations are the key to delivering lasting change to the disability inclusion agenda. Sport can help to raise disability awareness, build accessible and inclusive environments, and improve outcomes for all, particularly in relation to mental health. So I'm thrilled to be celebrating the successes in building from the ground up in our local communities. In third place is Dan Harris. In second place is Jamie Shields. And the winner is Beth Molan.
At age 4, Beth received her first electronic communication aid and knew from that day forward she wanted other children to be heard. Her passion is empowering others through augmentative and alternative communication. She represented GB at the Tokyo Paralympics and received an honorary doctorate for her Paralympic achievement and her advocacy work.
potential has been a dream since I got my first communication aid at the age of 4. It is a passion that has never diminished. Just because someone has no voice does not mean our heads are not full of ideas, dreams and aspirations. But without my communication aid right now, I would be speechless. Not only because my own speech is unintelligible to most people, but because I'm blown away with emotion. Using communication technology, I never take for granted my ability and privilege to share my thoughts, wishes and needs, and that you can understand me. Celebrities like Stephen Hawking and Rob Burrow have done a great job raising awareness of AAC, but tonight I've fallen into their trap of making it seem easy by pre-preparing my thank you and suddenly pressing the button and words appear like magic. If I was spontaneously inputting this in the time allocated, I would only get to say, thank you to the Shaw Trust and the Disability Power 100 judges. I'm humbled and honoured to accept this on behalf of all AAC users, our many passionate champions, advocates and allies.
Thank you.
After the VT.
A huge congratulations to Beth Howland. Amazing work. Beth, you are truly an inspiration. Now, onto a category that is very close to my heart. The performing arts, television, radio category. This is where we celebrate those who light up our screens, stages and airways, showing the world the power of disabled talent. To present this award, please welcome Giles Barker.
Featuring in this year's Performing Arts, Television and Radio category are Mark Brew, Nicola Gard, Jamie Hale, Chris Halpin, Rosie Jones, Troy Lee, Ruth Lyon, Ruben Reuter, Freddie Stab, Tom Riles.
Good evening, everybody. I'm so pleased that Robbie got his award, so well done, Robbie. As an organisation committed to equity, diversity and disability inclusion, Channel 4 is delighted to sponsor this category. The Performing Arts and Screen category celebrates actors, presenters, poets, singers, comedians, musicians and performers from across the entertainment industry. Those who champion disability out front and behind the scenes ensure what we see in our scenes is performed live and is diverse and representative. This is also one of the core reasons why Channel 4 sponsored this category and enables us to further raise awareness of the diversity and talent in broadcasting and across the creative industries. So supporting this event is supporting the role models of today and of tomorrow. Now the exciting part. So, in reverse order, in third place is Nicola Gard. In second place, we have Chris Halpin. And the winner of this category is Mark Brew.
Acclaimed international disabled dancer and choreographer Mark Brew trained as a professional dancer in Australia. He's been working in the UK and internationally for over 25 years as a director, choreographer, dancer, teacher and speaker.
Sadly, Mark is unable to join us tonight. He's performing in Berlin. However, he did send us a message. Roll VT.
Hello everybody, and my apologies I can't be with you all right now. I'm currently on tour, touring my new show, An Accident a Life. I am so grateful for this recognition, and it really is a huge honour. So thank you to Power 100 for this opportunity, and it means a lot to me to be able to share my practice and my work as a disabled artist with other disabled people, to show and to prove that if you have a body, you can dance. Thank you.
Thank you. I'll make sure that Mark gets that award.
Congratulations to Mark, absolutely smashing it. Now, moving on to the politics, law and media category. To present this award, let's welcome Deputy Mayor of London, Debbie Wicks-Bernard to the stage. But first, let's meet the finalists.
Featuring in this year's politics, law and media category are Celia Chartres-Aris, Danielle Gleischer-Bates, Bethany Handley, Daniel Holt, Grant Logan, Paula McGowan OBE, Rena Palmer, Francis Ryan, Kit Taylor, Peter Torres Fremlin.
Good evening, everyone. So this is actually the first time I've had to use auto-cue. Normally people write speeches for me and I completely disregard everything that they've written, so this is the first time that I'm actually going to say what I'm supposed to say, so bear with me. So the politics, law and media category recognises those whose influence shapes our society, our laws and our outlook. From leading campaigners, politicians and lawyers who change policies and laws through the courts, to journalists bringing stories and experiences to light, this category recognises the deep reach that this work has into other people's lives. Okay, so I will now go through and read the results. So, in third place is, drum roll please, Rena Palmer. In second place is Danielle Gleischer-Bates. And the winner is Celia
researcher, entrepreneur and investor. As a nationally and internationally renowned disability advocate and policy expert, her work is used to create legislation. Passionate about politics and representation, she orchestrated the campaign for the successful reinstatement of the Secretary of State for Disability.
First of all, a massive thank you to the Shaw Trust, in particular Alona, Claire and Chris, who
one of the first people that ever believed in me when I was shouting in the ears of politicians. A couple of years ago, the last couple of years has been incredibly hard physically. And about 5 years ago, I said to myself that I didn't just want to survive, I wanted to thrive. And I've kept that attitude throughout the last couple of years, and it drives me in every single thing that I do is creating a world and a legal system and governments that support disabled people to survive and also thrive. There's a brilliant quote that I keep quite close to my heart, which is from Francis of Assisi, which says, "Start by doing what is necessary, then do what is possible, and before you know it, you are doing the impossible." Unfortunately, we are nowhere near completing the first stage of doing the necessary, but to be playing even a tiny drop in the ocean of all the people in this room that are making that necessary happen feels incredible. So thank you so much. Thank you.
Congratulations, Celia. A fantastic achievement. Now, let's move on to our next category. Science, engineering, technology, property, and construction. This category celebrates the innovators, the problem solvers, and the boundary breakers shaping the future. Let's find out who this year's finalists are. And to present the award, please welcome Joe Monarch.
Featuring in this year's Science, Technology, Engineering, Property and Construction category are Gemma Bailey-Smith, Adam Clues-Boyne, Austin Burns, Katie Deacon, CEng FIET, Max Fisher, Stephen Misford, Simon Sansom, Rosie Troy-Scott, Adam Thomas, Emily Yates.
Thank you, Fats. Can I just say what an incredible event it's been so far?
It's been wonderful to meet so many inspiring people. Science, engineering, technology, property and construction celebrates people designing in accessibility, improving the lives of people using their services and products, from the domestic and personal to large-scale infrastructure projects.
People challenging stereotypes, demanding their industries become more diverse and creating change for future generations. I'm extremely proud to be representing Shaw Trust's digital accessibility team and Living Made Easy. We work with organisations right across both public and private sector to ensure that websites, mobile applications, e-commerce and e-learning platforms are accessible for everybody, changing lives for the better and giving everyone the opportunities that they're entitled to and that they deserve. And now for the results. So, in third place, Adam Clues-Boyne. In second place, Simon Sampson. And the winner is Max Fisher.
Over the last 18 months, Max has been proudly advocating for the active inclusion of disabled people in STEM. Alongside Max's work, they gave career talks, sat on employer groups, and put themselves forward as both a disabled and LGBTQ+ role model for students, and featured in a Spotlight Science series promoting disabled scientists to school-aged children.
I'm in the boat of I didn't prepare anything either, but I promise I'm not going to swear. I'm going to try. Thank you so much to the judges and everyone. being a deaf-blind scientist is really not easy. It has been a journey. And what I love about the Shaw Trust is they focus on employment and getting people into work. I was unemployed still for longer than I've been employed. I was unemployed for 3.5 years, I've been employed for 2.5, and I have an award. Yeah, thank you very much, and I'll try not to let it go to my head.
Big congratulations to Max Fisher. Absolutely brilliant work. Now, on to a category that gets us moving. Sports, health, and well-being. This award celebrates everyone smashing it in their respective fields, whether they're in the Paralympics, Sunday League heroes, local activity leaders, or healthcare professionals advocating for change. It's all about championing those who are improving the well-being of disabled people, both physically and mentally. After a phenomenal Paralympics in Paris that I was a part of, I reckon many of us have felt inspired to get up, get active, and maybe dust off the dust on the trainers, on your trainers. To present this award, I'm delighted to welcome the Chief Exec of Paralympics GB, Dave Clark. But first, let's meet our finalists.
Featuring in this year's Sports, Health and Wellbeing category are Mo Bilal, Georgia Bondi, Sam James, Ali Jawa PLY, Miranda McCarthy, Mark Ormrod MBE, Rick Rogers, James Sutcliffe, Kate Smith, Andy Tucker.
Wow, thank you. Wonderful to be here representing Paralympics GB, and a real honour to be one of the judges this year with the Disability Power 100. For those commenting online, another guide dog for your register. So this is Bernie with me at the moment, who normally lies down and takes absolutely no notice of anything I say. You just mentioned it, and Fats played a superb role running around our Paralympics GB house, interviewing people and causing mayhem and just having a great time. And it was so wonderful to be out in Paris, on the field of play, getting 124 medals, 49 of them gold, but off the... And really importantly, off the field of play, we like to think that we won our 50th medal, because our Equal Play campaign that's asking, demanding equal access to sport for disabled children and access to PE and access to movement is a really vital part of our work. And we were so proud of our athletes who gave an open letter to the Prime Minister, and we're delighted to see that that's something that really everyone is committed to push forward over the next 4 years. Because let's be honest, if 75% of non-disabled kids were not doing PE, we might be hearing about it. The other thing we learned in Paris, anyone who went to the village, was great. I was chatting to our good friends from Airbnb about the village, and Jodie's here as well, who would have experienced the village. The village was probably the most accessible village we've ever known. And it was wonderful to see around 10,000 disabled and non-disabled compatriots from all over the world, 168 nations, just living life the way they wanted to live it. And why was that possible? Because someone, somewhere, made the effort. Someone saw it serious enough to make the village accessible. And put very simply, accessibility comes from being bothered. It comes from the energy to include, and it's been brilliant this evening to see so many examples of people driving that behaviour. But I think we're all asking ourselves, and it's been mentioned a few times, You know, we can drive it as much as we like, but we need allies and we need action. And it's so great to be part of such an amazing awards programme that really celebrates that. So congratulations to all of you who've done all you have in this room and right around the country to ensure proper inclusion for disabled people. Now, to the awards. And I suppose I should be looking at an envelope or something, and can I just say this is the 587th time I've utterly ignored the auto cue as a blind person. But let's try and get it right. In third place, Mo Bilal. In second place, Sam James. And it is my really great pleasure to announce that the winner is Ali Jawad PLY.
Four times Paralympian, Ali co-founded Accessorcise, the world's first comprehensive fitness app specifically designed for the disability community, empowering disabled users to exercise independently whilst challenging the fitness industry to become more accessible and inclusive. Ali is also pursuing a PhD focused on anti-doping and integrity issues in parasport.
Retired Paralympian for 3 years, but as a disabled person, you can call me quite privileged because I've had access to the top coaching facilities that money can buy. But I realised something 3 years ago that there are 71,000 fitness apps on the market, but none cater for disability. All that knowledge I've ever had doesn't filter down to the people that matter, and I'm here to change that. So thank you very much.
Congratulations to Ali Jawad. Incredible work. You are truly an inspiration and you have risen the bar. Now, let's shift gears to a brand new category, transport, rail, service and hospitality. This award recognises the vital role disabled people play as customers and consumers, and the business leaders stepping up to make their services more inclusive. Let's find out who this year's finalists are. And to present the award for Transport, Rail, Service and Hospitality, please give a warm welcome to Patricia Obina from Transport to London. Thank you.
Featuring this year's Transport, Retail, Service and Hospitality category are Anna Ruth Corcoran, Helen Dolphin MBE, Mary Doyle, Angus Drummond, Vanessa D'Souza, Suzanne Edwards, John Fishwick, John Fletcher, Emma Partlow, Josh Wintersgill.
Good evening. Good customer service and experiences in transport, retail and hospitality is vital. It's essential for independence, inclusion, getting to work and to social events. This award celebrates people striving to improve these services raising awareness and advocating for all. We at Transport for London understand the vital role that we play in keeping everyone connected and in striving to ensure that our services are safe and inclusive for all. So, this evening, in third place is Suzanne Edwards. In second place is Helen Dolphin, MBE. And the winner is Josh Winterstead.
Since COVID, Josh has built his business, Able Move, is developing a new moving and handling swing for airlines and airports, co-founded Rights on Flights with Sophie Morgan, and launched the No No Bounds campaign, raising awareness of the lack of outdoor accessibility for wheelchair users. The campaign has raised £40,000 to purchase all-terrain wheelchairs for people with disabilities to explore the great outdoors.
I don't really know what to say other than everyone on that board is freaking awesome, and there's so many people across the travel sector, not just me, that are doing so much work to raise the bar for accessibility across the travel sector, and it's truly remarkable, and I'm just one of many. So I actually want to dedicate this award to everyone, not just in this room, but across the whole sector that's trying to improve accessibility for everyone. Noticed at the end of the videotape there, we obviously sadly lost Clare Gray last year, and just before she sadly passed away, she wanted to buy one of these outdoor wheelchairs, and she was in the process of getting an assessment done, and a couple of months later she sadly passed away, and I made a commitment to myself that I would go and raise some money so that other individuals could go and explore the outdoors. The moment I got my all-terrain wheelchair changed my perspective on the outdoors, and I felt so empowered that I had to do something. And thankfully we raised enough money that later on next year we are going to be delivering that first wheelchair where individuals with spinal muscular atrophy can request the use of the chair free of charge through the charity so that they can go and explore the great outdoors. And we also are going to be getting a plaque put on the back, so wherever that chair goes, we'll have in loving of Clare Gray on the back of that chair, so she goes with the chair. So that's it from me. It's been a remarkable year, and I'm just very grateful to be in the room. If it wasn't for Clare, I certainly wouldn't be here. And just thank you to everyone who's voted for me or supported the work that we're doing across the sector, and I'll continue working my arse off for everyone, so thank you.
Congratulations, Josh. Now, on to our final category of the evening before we reveal the overall top 10. This one's especially close to my heart too. Visual arts, fashion and design category. This category celebrates the visionaries redefine creativity, style and innovation. And here to present this award is Michelle Jackson, representing Shaw Trust. But first, let's meet the finalists.
Featuring in this year's Visual Arts, Fashion and Design category are Helen Clausen, Victoria Jenkins, Funmi Lawal, Marcus Mason-Williams, Professor Simon McEwen, Adam Morse, Roxy Murray, Amelia Peckham, Arminda Verdi, Jason Wilshire-Mills.
Good evening, everyone. It's an absolute pleasure to be here, seeing you all. And I know I stand between you and the networking and extra drinks, so hang in there. It's really a pleasure to be here on this journey with you in terms of demanding change. And if the energy in the room is anything to go by, I'm sure that we're going to achieve great things. So this award celebrates accessible fashion designers and product designers who challenge how we produce the products that we use daily. Demanding good design should make the world an easier place to live in for us all. Whether these are photographers, artists, designers, or arts champions, they're all striving to create products that make society and the arts more accessible for disabled people, and therefore for us all. So, in reverse order, in third place we have Adam Morse. In second place, we have Arminda Verdi. And the winner is Victoria Jenkins.
Victoria had her debut runway show in 2023 and in the same year won the Pour Moi Entrepreneur of Excellence Award, was celebrated as a big issue changemaker and appeared in the Vogue 25 list and Vogue Business 100 Innovators list. She also featured in the Channel 4 series The Unique Boutique and co-chaired the Lineup Review.
I do the same. I didn't have anything prepared, despite the really amazing year that I've had. I'm a white woman with brown hair wearing a slightly slit-open black jacket and skirt. I want to thank everybody. I want to thank everyone at the Shaw Trust for their phenomenal support. Every single person in this room deserves to be here. And I get constantly asked what my motivation is, and to look at all of you, everybody has to get dressed. So my motivation is for every day that we don't have the option to go and buy and wear what we want, or to get into a store. That's my motivation every day. Thank you all for all of your work.
Congratulations to my girl, Victoria. Absolutely smashing it. What an incredible list of talent we've seen tonight. And a huge round of applause for everyone recognised and celebrated in the Disability Power 100 2024. And guess what? It's going to get even more exciting because the winners from tonight's category are now in the running for this year's top 10. How are we feeling in the room? We feeling good? Good. Juliet, what's the vibe saying online? Are they loving it as much as we are?
They're absolutely loving it, and they're also getting their parties going. They've all had lots of different drinks. I've got two different options for you, Fats. Would you like to hear what people have been drinking, or some congratulations messages, or both?
A bit of both.
A bit of both,
Yeah.
okay. Let's start with the drinks. We've got Paula and Charlotte are having tea, Victoria's having decaf tea, Liam's having hot water, just hot water. Karen's having decaf green tea. We've got strawberry milkshakes, Pepsis, and somebody's chilling a bottle of fizz for when their finalist comes home. That's very sweet.
Oh, nice.
That's Charlotte doing that. Liam in Belfast is having wine, gums.
Wine gums.
And Tom is at the top of a mountain in Peru and only has water. Well, he was shortlisted, but is currently 2 miles away from Machu Picchu, so that's exciting. Shall we go on to the congratulations messages now? So we've got a huge congratulations to Robbie Crow from not only Karen, who said what powerful words, and Katie, who said Robbie makes me proud to be a Scot, but also his lovely wife, who says that, Caitlin, who says that Isla is clapping and shouting, Daddy, for you, we love you. And I love you too, Robbie, just for sake. There you go. We also have Victoria from Happy Smiles saying that she's loving everyone's work, and to say to Hayden, what are you having for your tea? I want to know what you're eating. And Paula Kyoch, Lee's mum, said she was in tears when he won. We are so proud of you. And then finally, we've got congrats from Robert McKinner's mum, who says, highly commended as a rising star, proud mum moment, fantastic, inspiring evening all round.
I'm loving the support online, it's super sweet. So now, before we move into the final part of the evening and reveal this year's top 10, we've got a treat for you. Please welcome an artist who's breaking barriers and making the music industry more accessible and inclusive. The incredible Sign Kid, based in London, Sign Kid has translated British Sign Language and UK Sign Slang into a visual-based language for deaf and hard of hearing people, as well as hearing people eager to learn. Is perfect for live hip-hop, rap, and urban music performances. So let's give it up for Sign Kid! Woo!
Cookie beach of stage, practice, shine backstage, ready performing on stage, to be paid and he be paid. Corporate reaching, yeah, this is when Kobe Bryant grew up. No one helped me, yeah. And she to be, she got the job. He does notice and description. You flavor and chat show bad artists, the best I know. You praise better, no. I go to universal sounds, tell you to my background. I got impressionic sound, useless and stress sound. Man, I don't use a brain. I'm a unique selling point. Touch a roll like a roll joint. I see it from my standpoint. Is it the grind? Is it the garage? Is it the rap? Is it the drum and bass? Fortuning it, fortuning it, fortuning it. Fortuning it, fortuning it, fortuning it, fortuning it, fortuning it. I'm on animation, the conceptualization. See my visualization. This is a new creation. Say I'm taking a photo in reaction to a memo. Shine shows my flow. She shines like you can grow. This rule is mine. like battleship of the line. Keep going, make your blind. Feel free like an airline. Up and down, now dance. Don't put me to weak times. And when we taking hands, I deliver for my friends. Is it the grind? Is it the garage? Is it the rap? Is it the drum and bass? We're tuning it, 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 we're tuning it.
Did we all enjoy that? That was fantastic. Julia, how's the online audience? Are they loving it?
They absolutely loved it. We've got some comments on Sign Kid. Would you like to hear some
Yes.
of them? We've got some people saying that we've got Karen saying some skills right there. We've got Victoria saying, I love it. Andrew said, loving Sign Kids, so much talent there. Charlotte's saying, currently learning BSL, so this is awesome to see. Educational night as well, fantastic. And we've also got, gets a close-up of Sign Kid because he's an awesome performer, fantastic, and I think, personally, that it's time that we start to dance off dinner soon. That's what I think we need to do, because I was boogieing away there. That was fantastic.
We did, honestly, it was so good. And thank you so much. It's great hearing from the online community. Now, the moment we've all been waiting for. I get to announce this year's Top 10 and welcome the Minister for Social Security and Disability, Sir Stephen Timms MP, to the stage.
Thank you very much. I'm delighted to be here. What a great evening. Thank you very much to the Shaw Trust for inviting me to be here. Thanks to London Borough Grant for a wonderful venue as well. It's a real honour for me. It's a very prestigious event recognising the 100 most influential disabled people living and working in the UK. And I do want to congratulate everybody who's been nominated. Of course, particularly to all those who've received an award. And I'm really grateful for the chance to join in celebrating so much ambition and achievement, and to join in the encouragement to the leaders of tomorrow. In government, we are determined to work with and for disabled people and to put the views and voices of disabled people at the heart of everything that we do. We need in the future, in every part of our society, the full contribution of disabled people who too often have found themselves held back by barriers which do not need to be there. And our society has been missing out on talent and potential. As a result, we want now to put that right. And let's be frank, some of the barriers have been created by my department, the Department for Work and Pensions, in the operation of the benefit system. And you know, one of the consequences of that people have been reluctant to try out work or to be more physically active for fear that they might lose their benefits and end up worse off than if they stayed as they were before. We need to change that, and I'm determined that we should. So I'm really looking forward in the coming months to working with disabled people's organisations, disability charities and employers as well, to deliver the access and inclusion that all of us want to see, that we've heard a lot about from the stage tonight, including supporting disabled people who want to work, to go into employment and then to progress and do well in employment as well. Tonight has showcased a huge array of talent and achievement. Well done to everybody involved, and let's all of us work together in the months ahead to make great things happen. Thank you very much indeed.
And now, the moment we've all been waiting for, the Disability Power 100 Top 10. Even I'm nervous to announce this list. At number 10, we have Beth Powlin. Beth says, I'll never forget the privilege I have of being able to speak out on behalf of others. There is no greater reward than being acknowledged by your peers and allies for doing something you love. Let's give it up to them. At number 9, we have Mark Brew. Mark says, I seek to challenge and be challenged as an artist. Through difference, we find beauty. There are no problems, only solutions. At number 8, we have Dr. Nick Powell-Freeman. Nick says, I love being deaf and I love collaborating on research with other deaf and hearing people. Learning together is really exciting. At number 7, we have Lee Keel. Lee says, it's truly an honour to be included on the Disability Power 100's list. This year, we've seen much needed change at a systematic level in order for disabled people to be able to participate in everyday life. At number 6, we have Max Fisher. Max says, deaf-blind people aren't unicorns. We exist, and we walk and will beside you. Not only are we here, we belong here. We belong in STEM. We belong in arts. We belong in the community. We're moving on to the top 5. Okay, at number 5, we have Ali Jawad, PLY. Ali says the driving force for meaningful change is fundamentally being perceived as mad by others. I call this informed madness. At number 4, we have Josh Wintersgill. Josh says, put can't in your pocket and pull out try. At number 3, we have Robbie Crow. Robbie says, be confident in your abilities, know your value, and never be afraid to show another disabled person the same support that you'd like to receive. If you don't include and support each other as disabled people, what example is there for non-disabled people to follow? At number 2, we have Victoria Jenkins. Victoria says, I believe the time is now for us to believe in ourselves are beginning to listen at long last. And we really do have the power now to change perceptions and our own futures for the better. So let's get really loud. At number 1, can we have a drum roll, please? We have Celia Chartres. As one of LinkedIn's top voices and featured in Forbes, the Financial Times, Metro, and BBC. Celia has founded several successful disabled-led organisations focused on advancing policies and ensuring that disabled people are at the heart of legislation and consultation. Please join me in welcoming to the stage our 2024 Disability Power 100 number 1, Celia Chartres.
I have followed the Power 100 since it started right from the very beginning. And to sit in the same room as previous winners and share this list with so many incredible people who I looked up to before I even made the list myself feels incredibly emotional. There's someone in particular I want to say a special thanks to, without whom I don't think I'd be able to do half of the things that I'm able to do now, who gives me so much confidence, always supports me, and always keeps me in check. And that's Jamie Shields, who's also on the list. So I just want to say a massive thank you to Jamie. We all know enough. Politics is my passion. It's a very niche thing to have a passion, it must be said. I remember being at school and I was always actually kicked out of my politics lessons for being too opinionated. And when I specialised in human rights law and I started working in the legal field, I had to leave, and it felt like giving up one of the biggest dreams of my life. And the reason I left was because I was forced out, because I could no longer work in a field where people did not understand disability. And then about a year after that, after spending about 2 years in bed and trying to build myself back up again, I said to myself that changing politics and changing law is the key to changing the future. It's where we cement our campaigns and we make sure that the generations to come can't overturn the good work that every single person in this room is doing. I said in my interview outside that accessibility and disability inclusion is a fundamental human right, and my aspiration in life is to make myself redundant, because there shouldn't be a job where people have to fight for that. Privilege of a lifetime to get to work with so many of you in this room and so many people around the world until my final breath, whatever that may be, and hopefully it's not too soon. I will continue to do this with everything that I have, and thank you so, so much to every single person who's following me today.
congratulations to everyone recognised on the 2024 Disability Power 100. The Disability Power 100 exists to shine a light on role models and trailblazers across all sectors, so that little Fats growing up without seeing anyone that looks like her can now look at these amazing people and see the incredible work that they're doing. We all need to believe in ourselves, but let's be real, sometimes that's easier said than done. That's where the Disability Power 100 comes in. It's a reminder that there are heroes in our community, paving the way, proving that anything is possible. None of this would be possible without the ongoing support and the commitment of the Shaw Trust, and a massive thank you to Scott Miller, Chair of Trustees, Ollie Benzakrai, and the entire dedicated team who put together yet again another memorable Disability Power 100 award show. And now, to our online audience, this is where we say farewell. I hope you enjoyed this show as much as we have. Juliet, how's it been going?
Oh, it's just been such a fantastic night, honestly. It's just been such a lovely community, and everyone's been expressing their thanks to everybody in this room. Huge congratulations to Celia as well, from loads of people. I haven't got time to read out all the names. But there's also been a lot of love for the organisers here as well. Saying from Dawn as well, said that it's a fantastic awards ceremony, another one, massive congratulations to everyone in the room. Will says that it's a wonderful evening, congratulations to everyone who's nominated, long-listed, shortlisted, and won in their various categories. And then Victoria as well said, thank you for sharing this online, it's a lovely night, keep up the great work everyone, and that's what I think we all intend to do.
Most definitely. I'm glad you're online.
Thank you so much for having me there. Thank you, Pat. Thank you everyone as well, and thank you at the drum.